The vibes are immediately apocalyptic as Commander Zane and Buddy face a space anomaly that's absolutely wrecking their ship. The Earth Directorate is ghosting them hard, promising help in 6 months to 10 years, which is honestly peak customer service energy. It's giving major dystopian struggle before the story even properly begins. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. The commander gets thawed out of cryo-sleep after 10 years, and their handler is already yapping about unofficial missions. The Earth Directorate is gaslighting them into saving the Arcadia colony from rift anomalies caused by skip drives. Basically, no rescue is coming, so it's time to lock in. Agent Dare slides into the comms with a plan that is frankly unhinged. She wants to infiltrate the Protectorate and unseal a skip core to expose their lies. She is acting super sus about the danger levels, but the commander has main character energy and agrees to the heist because the loot potential is high. The squad lands and immediately starts trespassing like they own the place. They are sneaking around, hacking terminals, and dealing with mechs. They manage to trick a guard named Corbin into thinking he's the problem, which is top-tier social engineering. The infiltration is going smooth until the vibes get rancid. Everything goes sideways. An explosion rocks the sector, and agents are down bad. Niles is traumatized seeing his friends get taken out. Dare is nowhere to be found, and the commander has to loot Niles' rifle just to survive. The situation has officially transitioned from a stealth mission to a fight for survival. The Betrayal arc hits hard. Dare reveals she planned to sacrifice the team all along for some grand mathematical equation. She leaves the commander to die, proving she is the ultimate snake. The commander gets put back on ice, missing 10 years of their life. Talk about a toxic work environment. 10 years later, the commander wakes up again. Niles Ibarra is there, looking rough but alive. He's been waiting for this moment, feeling guilty about not finding the commander sooner. We learn that Auntie's choice took over the colony, and Dare is still out there causing problems. Time for a revenge tour. The squad decides to hunt down Dare, who has been hiding at the Vox relay station. Niles is trying to act tough, but he is clearly going through it. They need to investigate Fairfield first to get leads. The mission is personal now. It's not just business, it's about settling the score. They arrive in Fairfield, which is now a hyper-capitalist nightmare run by Auntie's choice. Everyone is trying to sell them something or enforce a contract. They meet Minister Milverstreet, a corporate influencer with zero chill. The cringe is real, but they need his info to find Dare. Milverstreet and Officer Carr are beefing over how to run the occupation. It's major office drama, but with military-grade weapons. The commander is stuck in the middle, playing both sides to get what they need. They are just trying to secure the bag and get intel on Dare's location. We get the lore drop on Dare. She infiltrated the Vox station years ago and fell deep into the Order of the Ascendant's math cult. Niles is struggling to reconcile the hero he worshipped with the traitor who ruined their lives. It's a canon event for his character development. Niles wants to reconnect with an old friend, Zebulon Tran, in Westport. He ghosted Zeb years ago and feels guilty. Zeb is salty about it, which is valid. He's fighting the Protectorate and thinks Niles is a flake. They have to do some serious emotional labor to patch up this friendship. Zeb's friends are in trouble at the Vox landing pad. The commander steps up to help because that's what heroes do. They launch a rescue mission, fighting through Protectorate guards. It's a chance to show Zeb that Niles and the commander are actually reliable now. Redemption arc incoming. They meet Ines, a grafted soldier who is absolutely fed up with Auntie's choice. She quits her job in the most dramatic way possible and decides to join the commander's crew. She wants to fix her botched graft and become a powerhouse. She is entering her girl boss era. To fix Ines, they visit Dr. Tinsley. They need parts from a Raptidon matriarch. It's a dangerous fetch quest, but the squad is ready. They hunt down the beast, proving they are the apex predators. Ines is hyped about getting upgraded and becoming the weapon she was meant to be. They try to cross a bridge but get stopped by a Protectorate loyalist who is completely unhinged. She wants them to kill traitors to pass. It's a moral dilemma, but mostly just annoying. They deal with the situation, proving that the Protectorate's hold on the island is slipping. They talk to an Order member who knew Dare. Turns out she was obsessed with the story where Arcadia gets destroyed. She went full Doomer mode years ago. Her old friend is sad she went off the deep end. It confirms that Dare is operating on pure delusion and bad math. The squad meets a scientist trying to turn crab eggs into skip drives. It is peak pseudoscience, but he's convinced he's going to be rich. The commander helps him out just to see if it works. It's a weird side quest, but the XP is worth it. Back at Doc Tinsley's, Ines gets her surgery. She gets the matriarch graft and feels amazing. She's ready to tear things up and pledges loyalty to the commander. Having a super soldier bestie is definitely a win for the squad. The team is looking stacked. In Westport, Milver Street wants to convert the town to Auntie's choice. Vigilant Hogarth is trying to save his starving town by fixing mechs. The commander has to decide whether to help him or sell them out. It's a choice between corporate greed and community survival. At the Automech Center, there's a massive gas leak. A scientist wants to build a shield gadget using parts from a giant robot. The commander navigates bureaucratic nonsense and deadly gas to get it done. It's a lot of running around, but the loot is shiny. They finally get to rescue Zeb's friends. It's grim. Many are dead. They find Audra, who wants to blow herself up to take out a Protectorate ship. The commander has to talk her down from her martyr complex. It is extremely intense and emotional. They save Audra without blowing her up. They return to Zeb, who is grateful but hardened by the loss. The friendship with Niles is mending, but the trauma is real. They are trauma bonding at this point, united against the Protectorate. Niles opens up about his past on Triangulum and how he met Dare. He looked up to her, which explains why her betrayal hit him so hard. He wants to visit his home again if they survive. It's a wholesome moment in a sea of chaos. They stumble into an Auntie's Choice lab where everyone has gone feral due to red spores. A scientist named Ormsby is hiding in a test chamber and treats the commander like an unpaid intern. They have to synthesize an antidote to stop everyone from murdering each other. They infiltrate the Vox station to stop Brigadier Montelli, who has gone full dictator mode. His old friend Corbin tries to reason with him, but Montelli is too far gone. They have to take him out. It's a tragic end for a bad leader, but necessary for the mission. Dare hacks the station and sets it to crash into the town below. The commander has to think fast to divert it. Dare escapes again because she is slippery like that. They manage to save the day, but the main target is still in the wind. The chase continues. A message arrives from Ruth Besar, the head of the Order. She claims the Order isn't behind Dare's actions and wants to team up. She invites them to Golden Ridge. It looks like the commander is finally getting a seat at the big table with the major factions. They arrive at a refugee camp run by the Order. It's a logistical nightmare. The Order is obsessed with math and predictions, ignoring actual human suffering. The commander has to play mediator between the refugees and the math nerds to get things running smoothly. They meet Abbot Newell, who is worried about a traitor named Victor Clemens. They need to go to a dangerous lab to find him. The abbot is trying to be helpful, but is bogged down by bureaucracy and fear. The commander has to do the heavy lifting. The commander investigates the Zeranium manufactory. There's a lockdown and a suspected traitor. They meet Alva, who is actually Marisol Delgado in disguise. They uncover a plot involving rerouted coordinates and a gas leak diversion. The plot is thickening by the minute. They visit an Auntie's Choice fort run by a guy who thinks he can talk to mantisaurs. It is peak delusion. The commander has to navigate a weird power struggle to get a mutated pupa for a scientist. Just another day in the colony. The Order and Auntie's Choice are trying to have peace talks, but Dare plans to blow them up. The commander rushes to Greater Tranquility Station to stop her. They save the delegates, but the station gets wrecked by a rift. The war is back on, basically. Back at the manufactory, the commander works with Marisol. She reveals her true identity as the Endpoint, a legendary fixer. She kills the traitorous Proctor and joins the commander's crew. She is terrifyingly competent and a huge asset to the team. They find Victor Clemens rigged with explosives because Dare convinced him it was the only way to save the Order. The commander talks him down, making him realize Dare played him. He quits the Order, saving himself and the facility from destruction. A rogue faction takes over the monastery, locking the lift. The commander breaks in to save the trapped seers. They have to solve math puzzles to free the hostages. It's like a high-stakes escape room, and failure means everyone dies. They confront Landon Y, the seer who betrayed the Order to help Dare. Marisol absolutely destroys him with logic and threats. He realizes his math was wrong, and he's been a useful idiot. He surrenders, ending the immediate threat to the monastery. The squad deals with the Glorious Dawn cult. Their leader, Ziegler, thinks there's a kill order on him. Turns out their exalted leader, Dagmar, is playing both sides. Aza, the cultist companion, is furious and ready to murder everyone involved for this betrayal. The commander finally catches up with Dare at the peace talk site. She is unhinged, rambling about closing the rifts by destroying everything. Niles confronts her, and it gets emotional. They have to put her down. It's a tragic end to a long hunt. Just when they think it's over, the rifts get worse. The Earth Directorate activates Directive Alpha Omega, giving the commander full authority to do whatever it takes. The commander is off the leash and needs to unite the factions to save the system. Zeb calls them to Tor. They raid the matriarch's tomb and discover she didn't invent the skip drive. She made a deal with Earth. It's a massive scandal. They decide to keep the secret to prevent chaos, proving they are thinking about the bigger picture. The commander infiltrates a lab to steal a prototype rift modulator. They navigate a facility run by a paranoid security chief and steal the device. This gadget is key to manipulating the rifts and saving the colony. They take the modulator to the Order. The scientists are shook and start working on a way to use it. Meanwhile, Aza hunts down Dagmar, the cult leader, and executes her. It's brutal, but it resolves the cult storyline and cleans up loose ends. Marisol visits an old colleague, Anais, in a frozen cave. They realize her research could end the universe if not destroyed. They burn the research but save Anais. It's a surprisingly wholesome reunion amidst the impending doom. The commander brokers a meeting between Auntie Cleo and Ruth Bassar. It's a clash of titans, prophets versus math. The commander manages to get them to agree to a partnership to save the colony. It is a masterclass in diplomacy and securing the bag. Auntie Cleo sends the commander to settle a strike. The workers just want bathroom breaks and free stims. The commander negotiates a deal that makes everyone slightly less miserable. It's a classic corporate win-win, meaning nobody is truly happy, but work resumes. Auntie Cleo reveals she wants a massive mech body because she's basically a head in a jar. The commander steals a prototype chassis for her. She uploads herself and becomes a giant robot CEO. It is terrifying and hilarious, but she's ready to fight. To finalize the plan, they reboot the archive on Cloister. They deal with its sassy AI, Uniac, clear out enemies, and get the data needed to close the rifts. The archive confirms their plan has a 98.9% success rate, which are pretty good odds. Horizon Point Station reappears from the rift, totally unstable. The commander boards it for the final battle. Factions send support and they fight through rift-warped enemies to reach the Sovereign's ship. It's the climax of the entire journey. They confront Consul Thoro, who is trying to reshape the colony using the rift. The commander proves his math is wrong. Realizing his mistake, the consul flies the ship into the rift to close it manually, sacrificing himself. Aza joins him to ascend. The rifts are closed and Arcadia is saved. Auntie Cleo and the Order work together. Niles becomes a high-ranking agent and the commander becomes a legend. Earth is still dark, but Arcadia has a future. The vibes are finally immaculate.